to provide for you a small tutorial on the ethics of problem setting inside caves. Nobody has been told this stuff, so I do not blame you for making the mistakes. But I'm going to point them out to you, and I do expect you all to come in here and fix this stuff within the week, and if you don't, I'm probably just going to tear down all the mistakes. So I do encourage everyone to continue setting problems here. It's really great. I love your enthusiasm. But there's a couple of things, guidelines I'd really like you guys to be aware of and follow from now on. One of them is things like this and this here. You notice this says pink lemonade. It is named. We do not name problems. We name routes in the wall. We also do not say closed feet or closed hands. There is actually no such thing as closed feet or closed hands unless you want to climb the wall with little mitts. Those are not the prefixes that you use for those commands. It's implied that any problem that you set is closed feet or closed hands. It's called tracking. If you feel as though it's necessary to write something like that on there, then just say tracking. And that means you can only use the holds that are marked. This is very gross, and it's just, you do not label routes like that. Routes should be labeled like this. It has the rating on the side, it has the prefixes, which I'll show you at the end of the video. And they are going to be put on the little whiteboard in the corner, so you guys can, you don't forget and you know how to label your stuff properly. Please do not number anything that is not a circuit, and your problem is not a circuit unless it goes all the way around the wall and all the way back. A circuit is not like one wall. That is not worthy of it being called a circuit. So please do not put right and left or number any of the holds unless it is literally a full circuit. And if you do put right and left on the holds, that's like totally destroying the sanctity of problem solving. You should sit there and figure out how to solve it, and when you do things like that, it's like taking away someone's ability to figure it out for themselves. That's destroying the entire point of bouldering, so please do not do that anymore. This. Another grossly labeled route. We do not name routes. Taping things should only be taped in this manner. This is nice. Because we don't have top outs in our wall, putting an end hold, that is good. This is kind of sloppy, I'd have to say. And this is not a good place to put this, putting route tape on the top. Again, closed feet. There's no such thing as closed feet. You could say tracking feet if you want to, but there's no such thing as closed feet. So, please fix. Okay.
Also, the reason that we don't put tape on the top of the holds is because people's feet will go on top of the hold and rip it right off. So always put them on the bottom.
You also, when you're setting a problem, have to be very considerate about the kind of moves that you're making. You should not be making moves that cause back strain or significant shoulder or elbow strain. Those moves are likely to cause people to develop tendinitis, or people that have tendinitis can't climb it, or people like me pull their back or their hips trying to do it, and that's just because you wanted to create a move, that you probably can't complete either, and just because you think it's crazy. That's very unethical, it's very impractical, and I'd really like you guys to be considerate of if someone, jumps to a certain move, are they gonna barn door and like smack into the other wall. You have to be considerate of those things. If that's going to happen, then don't set it. Please, if you get nothing else out of this video, do not ever set a problem that you cannot climb. If you want to challenge yourself, then climb it and figure it out on your own without taping it. But one of the biggest rules of route and problem setting is do not ever set a problem or a route that you cannot complete. That is very unethical. You don't even know whether it's completable or not, because as a matter of fact, there are some things that are unclimbable, and like I said, if you can't climb it, how do you know if it's going to hurt someone or not? This move for this slap is, it's actually nearly impossible, and when I tried to do it, I nearly, like, popped my back. So, I'm taking this one down because, no offense, it really did, it hurt, so, it's rather unethical to force somebody to do that, because people will do it, and they'll do it until they get hurt. You do not need to tape natural holds, because there are enough holds in the wall, for it to matter whether you labeled which ones they can use or not. It's not going to make a difference. So it would be more ethical and economical for you to just say naturals on at the beginning of the route instead of taping the entire thing. Like I mentioned before, one of the most unethical things that you can do when problem setting is setting a problem that you yourself cannot complete. That is highly unethical. The second thing would be rating your own problem. Do not ever rate your own problem or route. I cannot rate my own routes because every time I do, I rate them harder than they are because I am an awesome climber and I want everyone to think that my routes are super difficult because that makes me look like a better climber. I'm just biased. I'm not even being sarcastic. That's just what happens. You rate your routes harder than they actually are by accident. So my rule is, after you've climbed it enough times to know that it's a good route, tape it, label it properly, do not name it, and let 3 people climb it and ask them what they think. Because not everybody is your body shape and your height or has your skill level, so you need to ask several people to climb it and ask them how they feel about it, and then give an overall rating. Also, for the purposes of managing this cave, make sure you put your initials on the start holds. Let me see. See, like this one? DH. I'm guessing that's Durham. This is completely fun. The holds are labeled in a respectable manner with the proper taping and labeling. And it's on the top where it's most likely to get scraped off on the bottom, so that was very good placement. This is a properly labeled route, and it has the initials here so I know who to bark at if they made a mistake. So I really need people to start initialing all of their problems so that, I can address certain mistakes so people know how to ethically create problems within the cave.